This is the 4th generation Ford Ranger. We can't drive it yet, so I'm just gonna climb all over it and talk about it. That's all. That's all.
In 2011, the Ranger was discontinued in the US, but sold elsewhere around the world. For a company who's all but walked away from cars to focus on trucks and SUVs, the midsize Ranger's reappearance now isn't much of a surprise, but something of a necessity. The Ranger comes as a Super Cab. That's a smaller cab but a larger bed. And Super Crew, a 4-door cab with a shorter bed. There are 3 available trim levels, the XL, XLT, and Lariat. And Chrome and Sport Appearance packages are also available.
Aesthetically, the Ranger is simple, but it's not boring. It's got some of the same character features as the beefier F-150. The raked windshield and the high beltline definitely give it a sport truck look and help with aerodynamics. But I don't know, maybe it's just me, but does it kind of look like a car? But sporty good looks isn't enough. A truck actually has to work. Now, Ford claims a best-in-class payload capacity of 1,860 pounds. And that it can tow up to 7,500 pounds when properly equipped.
That's more than the Ranger's direct competitors, the Toyota Tacoma, Chevy Colorado, and Nissan Frontier. That's also the only one of those competitors that doesn't have a V6. In the powertrain department, the Ranger's got a singular option, a 2.3-liter EcoBoost inline-4 mated to a 10-speed automatic. It's closely related to the 2.3-liter in the current Explorer, but the Ranger's version of the engine is beefed up to make more power. That engine should help the Ranger in the fuel efficiency game, although EPA estimates aren't available yet. But we'll have to see how it puts that power down.
The Ranger comes standard with rear-wheel drive and an open differential, but you can get a rear locker if you want to. The 4x4 comes either way as well, but this electronic rear differential will make a huge difference with your off-road capability.
To that end, the FX4 off-road package is available. That includes skid plates, an off-road tuned suspension, and Ford's terrain management system, which has modes for grass, gravel, and snow, mud and ruts, and sand. It alters throttle response, transmission shift points, and traction and stability control. Ford's trail control system is a sort of cruise control for low-speed off-road driving and takes over braking and acceleration functions. Like hill descent or ascent features, the system deploys torque to each wheel accordingly, allowing the driver to focus on the road.
Both of those systems are also found on the Dirt Monster Raptor. Of course, this is the time in the video when we would normally cut to me driving off-road like a madwoman. We can't do that yet.
In the meantime, here's footage of us driving the Raptor like a madwoman. This updated Ranger's got short overhangs in the front and rear for better approach and departure angles when you're driving over stuff. And you've got monotube dampers at the 4 corners, with a control arm front suspension and a live axle setup at the rear.
So the front seats are comfortable and very supportive. As far as the design of the interior, it's simple, but everything looks intuitively laid out. There are some hard, hollow plastics. You know, it's durable materials. For a truck, I would kind of expect that. As for storage up here, the center console isn't that big, but it's a mid-sized truck. In the rear, there is some great and creative under-seat storage right there. And while the seat backs can go down, oh, you have to reach all the way over here to do that. They don't lie all the way flat, and there's no storage behind here to speak of, except for the jack. It's not a huge cabin, but again, mid-sized truck.
Safety-wise, automatic emergency braking is standard across the board. More advanced features like lane departure warning, lane keep assist, a reverse sensing system, and blind spot warning with trailer coverage are standard on XLT and Lariat trims. Only the Lariat trim gets adaptive cruise control standard. Other options to pimp your ride include Ford's Sync 3 infotainment system, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Ford Alexa personal assistant functionality, navigation, a Bang & Olufsen sound system, keyless access with a push-button start, AC power outlets, remote start, LED headlamps and tail lamps, wiper-activated headlamps, windshield wiper de-icer, and my fave, rain-sensing wipers. Whew, that's a lot. The Ranger XL base price starts around $25,000, including destination charges. The XLT is mid-level and will relieve you of closer to $28,000. The Lariat is at the top end with a commensurate price tag of about $33,000. Expect to spend $40,000 when you start loading up the goodies on a four-wheel drive crew cab model.
While sadly we couldn't drive it today, the Ford Ranger will be driving out of showrooms in the early part of 2019. And check back here soon for a full review. I promise I'm going to make Micah drive it like a madwoman with a wig on.